I'm gonna do
I'll be
that.
in like a meeting with my coworkers, and I'll be like, okay.
Hi. Welcome to Memory Ash. Do you think I short-circuited or something?
You have me stressed out.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say anything. So
You have me stressed out.
I gave you room. Sometimes I talk over you, so I'm trying to give you room.
I was looking like at you and at that and at you and at
tell.
that, and I was like, what's happening? Hi.
Hi. Today we're going to be reacting to the fourth episode of
Couple to
Throuple.
You just right in with it.
No, initially, so I would like to, so they know what they're here for, all right?
Oh, that's what you're here for, apparently.
Yeah. I was going to say, initially we were going to test out a new video recording method with a mic, but Rode came out with this one mic that you need their proprietary cord for, and it's garbage.
It's dumb.
The mic is fine, but you need their cord to use it, and it makes my blood boil, and we don't have it, so we're not doing that today. Standard boilerplate recording here. I've been using boilerplate a lot lately.
You like it? It's like one of your corporate terms that you've like incorporated.
We're going to circle back.
They're thruppling.
A couple things. One person said that they did not have the same feeling about Ashmal and Rahman that we did, and their comment was like they bicker, and the fighting got a little cloying, and I was thinking to that that if they continue, that I'll be annoyed too, because frankly, like a little bit is fine, but they did resolve well. But
2, I was mad at them, and I did not think that it was going well. And I still think that Rahman's like temper tantrums are just like not good for him or for the people around him, and it made it really uncomfortable for other people. I didn't really think they were that bad last episode, though.
Yeah, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Just keeping that in the back. Keeping that in the
we only have what we've seen. Also, although they're bickering, I was going to say we like to bicker, but we don't like to do that.
No,
we like to joke bicker.
I think we've been past that. I think we've been that like sort of like kind of like fighting a little bit more. Like,
do you feel like
not quite like not exactly like that?
Because they're like publicly.
Yeah, I guess
fighting.
that's the part. We've never really publicly fought. Like,
no,
almost ever.
Because if we're gonna fight, we'll just do it while we're
Duke
not
it out in the car
in front of like
home.
all of our friends.
Yeah, or family,
and like camera crew and stuff like that. That feels weird. I mean, not like we wouldn't get in like a mild disagreement, but nothing like
it would look so much more muted. There'd be like a slight glance, and that's how you'd know like it was like a deadly fight. It'd just be like a.
Right.
And then that would be it. And then I would see it and I would be like, inside I'd be boiling, but we wouldn't even like, we would talk about it later.
Yeah, we'd talk about it later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't want to put other people through that,
Yeah.
I don't want to make a whole room full of people feel uncomfortable, when like they're not a part of it.
We're talking way too much. Should we?
Way too much. You're going to have to cut like all of it. So
anyway, so let's watch the show.
Polyamorous is supposed to be fun. That's what we struggle with from you.
I need the recap.
Honestly,
even though it's only been a couple days, I forget.
Or do you want to swap?
They're totally staying.
They're staying,
that was the cliffhanger.
Right?
They're gonna say it's a fresh start. There's no way.
Creating new experiences with Jonathan.
Oh,
so
Rahman is such a troll, dude.
Just make Jonathan have a heart
You guys are
attack.
getting me there.
It has been a roller coaster, but I would like to stay.
Oh.
Okay, that's cool.
I worry for Jonathan because it's been such a mess.
Oh,
but
he kissed him.
Maybe.
They both kissed him. Okay, I mean, that's a throuple, right? Yeah.
It's nice.
There seems like a lot of chemistry there, but that like it's the jealousy, it's the fighting, it's the hey look here. But if Rahman chills.
As there will be more opportunities to get to know these incredible people.
I think it's also kind of a viable option that at the end of this you'd say, this really isn't for me.
Just like throupling at all?
Yeah, throupling it doesn't feel right now like this is for me. And I think that's kind of valid too, as long as you're not rude to whoever the third is.
We really vibe with Mia.
You vibed with Becca day one, like.
I don't know.
How many people are they going to go through? You think this is their final swap, or are they just going to do a swap every 2 weeks?
I don't know. I'm mad at them, so like I can't.
I'm not crazy about Dylan and Lauren.
Yeah, that's code word for not touching each other, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Well,
whatever he says.
Not touching each other?
So they're taking a break from the physical intimacy, is what I'm understanding,
so that
they can build a bond. Okay. That makes sense.
Well, and there was tension around the physical intimacy, so maybe that's like their way of like working with it.
Oh, I thought they were. Oh, they're not. Oh, I
thought we were taking physical breaks here. Well, and then it's interesting because a couple of these people are really progressing and they're going to be incorporating probably more physical components because they're like getting a closer bond. And two of these couples are brand new now, or throuples are brand new now.
Yeah, it's true.
So you're kind of at different paces.
Like, I want to feel like I can, like, really snuggle in and not feel like I'm, like, leading anyone on. I'm definitely a little nervous.
It's interesting, too, because you could still be open to poly and throupling or any other, like, poly relationships, but then with a married couple potentially change it for some people, you know, because marriage is a pretty big boundary.
Yeah. Also, I think, like, you can be open to throupling, but, like, not ready to get physical with someone right away. That doesn't inherently mean that you want to be... like right away be physical with people. You could still want to have a bond first.
I'm glad I'm waking up with you guys.
So is that they're not physical? It's like kissing's an issue? What do they mean by slowing? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's like best laid intentions and then people get handsy.
Oh shit, this is hot.
Do you think any of these couples are viable outside of this scenario?
No. What do you think?
Probably no. It's hard because you don't necessarily know.
And if we don't share the same values, then we can end this right now.
Oh, they're doing a value test? Because they're like, you've already got your chemistry down. We're going to see whether or not you are at all compatible.
As compatible with Jonathan as we thought.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's smart.
That's honestly a good idea.
That's scary, but that's smart.
That's like don't keep it going if it's like...
If you match, you take a step closer to the middle.
Interesting. Would they bring in other people?
Yeah.
And whoever gets closer?
Yeah.
Because they got the 3 different...
That is interesting.
Segments. That's
This is going to cause drama for sure.
It is.
But this is all stuff you should know.
Yeah.
Like, you should be aligned on some of these things.
Absolutely.
If you're truly looking for a throuple. Does Sanu even want to be there?
I don't
honestly?
think so.
Peach?
No,
Does
she did.
Peach even want to be there?
Sanu did want to continue.
But then Peach got mad.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only way to be on the show, you know?
Poor Darian. Oh, we don't know some of these people.
Yeah, these two we haven't had much interaction with at all. We know tall guy because people were talking about how tall he is.
Oh,
Becca. She doesn't...
Ooh, I wonder...
Chris. I feel like Dylan is not interested in having another guy.
Yep.
Oh, no, that was for Wilder and Corey.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
all
interesting. Right. Okay, that makes sense that they weren't putting Becca with Dylan and
But Becca was
Lauren.
interested in that couple. She was like, "Oh, you guys are so great."
She was,
yeah.
Oh, and the couples don't even know. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And then when you see who gets there at the end, you probably reveal, right?
That's so stressful.
This is stressful.
Is it okay for your partner to pee in the shower?
100% yes. I think we've gone over this.
Why not?
This is old news. Pee in the shower.
Go ahead, pee in the shower.
I get if you don't want to pee in the shower.
Sure, don't do it
but
then.
I don't get ever shading anyone for peeing in the shower because it's like such a nothing thing.
Like if I told you can't pee in the shower.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, pee in the shower.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much consensus there was on peeing in the shower. I mean, don't take a dump.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't poop in your shower.
Don't poop in your shower. Okay.
Everyone said yes.
I feel sane.
I feel heard.
Not sane, but heard. Yeah.
To someone that you've known for less than a month.
Okay.
No.
Almost like a handshake in some cultures.
Sexting is like a handshake in some cultures?
I will say my answer to this is actually dependent on your circumstances because I would say yes if like you weren't close in proximity to that person.
Yeah.
So like you're long distance or something like
That's
that.
True.
And you've been seeing them for like a month, maybe I would then. I still would say
it is complicated.
I would still say no. Generally no, but there are circumstances where yes.
This question is a strong core value question because
this one's hard. Do you want to have kids?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Like my answer is like yes, but
this one feels like it could allow for more gray areas too.
Yeah.
Life is dedicated to that person.
Oh shoot. We didn't want to have kids when we were their age.
No,
and now
for sure not. Now we're old with fertility issues.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get those kids in early.
Right. Sometimes,
Would you ever have sex in a public place?
Define public place.
Airport.
I would not have sex in an airport.
Gross, man. Public bathrooms?
But like outside?
Yeah.
Feeling too much? Okay. Our answer would be yes.
He's another, like, I have to say yes.
Well, we have, so yes.
Also, like, how public, you know what I mean?
Everyone said yes to this one, too.
It doesn't surprise me at all. No. An almost match over here.
Oh, because as soon as you get, then they're done.
Yeah.
Another one of our amazing connections that we've had.
Yeah. Jess and Lauren look too much alike, and I can't tell the difference between them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
It was me. Same for me with Becca. Like the Becca, Jess, Lauren. They're all just
they look so much alike.
Like, please
I just
stop.
Can't.
Please stop. Brunette white women.
Muscly brunette white women.
Muscly brunette white women. Please stop. I mean, don't.
With piercing eyes.
Just like in this context.
More than one person actually met you fellas.
Oh, it's Jonathan and Frank.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of those questions I get were technically core values, but those were all a little surface level.
They were,
you know what I mean? Like, they're not
questions.
Yeah.
And also, like, if your answer is a little in the middle, like mine is probably, or like there's a caveat to this.
Yeah, like yeah, but.
Right.
Yes, and.
We all step forward, so we all agree. So I'm like, I'm getting a little bit closer.
Oh.
And Becca's interested in them.
Becca would be really into joining that group.
Denise is surprisingly a few steps back on that triangle.
This really, I get in the instance feeling intense about this, but it doesn't really need to mean anything because that's back to like, you get to talking and then her clarifying like, I would send you nudes. Like, I'm not expecting them from people, but it's not that big of a deal to me, yada, yada, yada. Like, you just need to hash those things out, and I think that could easily be overcome.
It's also like if your perspective was yes, send nudes, and my perspective was no, don't send nudes, I'm not breaking up with you over it.
There could be a one-way nude sending like avenue as well. You know what I mean? Like
send me pics all day long.
Yeah, that's what I do. No, it's not. It's not what I do. But I could. I could. I just thought of that.
You could. I mean, we literally are in the house together like 24/7, so you could just not send
the
picture.
Text you, hey, you up? I'm gonna do that.
I'll be in like a
I'm
meeting with my coworkers, and I'll be like, okay.
Then the real hitter, baby.
Babies.
That could be the biggest for people though, because it could be I must have a kid, and all people that just don't like you and I are a little bit more in between. I think
we are in the in between. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. But like we would be okay with kids
because we've had a lot of time to get to know Denise, and we really thought that our lifestyles so far have been truly in line.
Wanting kids at some point when you're in your 20s is a normal thing.
Sure.
It doesn't mean that you're not aligned. Really, it doesn't.
No.
And their answer too was like, not right now.
Right.
You know, like, come on. That's like, they're acting like this is far apart, and it's really not.
My parents are extremely old. My dad is 91, my mom is 71.
Holy crap. Is she adopted, or she's like in her 20s and her mom is 71?
Could have had her.
I guess, but like late. Yeah.
40s, in her 40s.
Wow, though.
Yeah.
And that's like back in the day.
I mean, that's what we're approaching. That's what we're looking at. You know what I mean? So don't be like, wow, her mom's old. Her mom is older, but like, could be me.
Could be.
I love this.
I'm really happy to be here with both of you guys.
I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Damn.
Okay, this is like the honeymoon phase right now. I feel like nothing's going to happen this episode.
It's the calm before the storm is what's happening. Could be at the end of the episode, too, because they're like trying to create drama.
Cliffhang us.
It honestly would have been awkward, not only if I just didn't win.
She looks like a 80s rocker with that bandana on, you know?
When it comes to Frank, I feel like out of a lot of the singles here, like I relate to him the most.
He's not, he said he wasn't surprised. Yeah.
I like that he's being upfront about something that is a little concerning to him.
He maybe needs that reassurance.
Yes.
I mean, he's insecure right now, especially because of the way stuff started, right?
Absolutely.
Then, like, when this whole experiment is over, like, what if we don't see you again?
That's a really sweet thing to say.
That's a sweet sentiment.
He wants to take this seriously.
Oh, is he crying?
Aww.
Ramon. Oh.
You can tell, and he is a big feelings guy.
Big feelings.
Like, he's shown it, like, up and down.
Such
like,
big
he
feelings.
feels large.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah. You're the Ramon in the relationship,
I'm a big feelings lady, you know? All right, we gotta watch some ads. We'll be right back.
So it's exciting. It feels a little, like, dangerous. Like, all in, like, the good, like...
I like Brittany and Sean happy.
Yeah.
Because they were obnoxious when they were with Sanu and they weren't happy.
Yeah.
It was bringing out the worst in both of them, I think.
If I were to rate our physical touch, it would be like a 0.
Sean and
a 0?
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, that could be trauma though. Not to like diagnose everything, but if you have a really hard time like expressing physical affection, like I think
or it's like neurodivergence too,
it
right?
could be it could be like neurodivergence. It could be trauma. It could just be like not being socialized in a particular kind of way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
you
being
grow
from a
up
small
different.
family, like you don't have a lot of siblings and stuff. Like there are a lot of reasons why.
I was gonna say 21.
3 times a day.
Like 3 times a day.
Wait, what was that question?
How many times a day do you want to have sex?
Jesus Christ.
That makes me feel
kind of insecure.
Oh, Corey doesn't like it.
I'm not as sexually driven. It'd probably be once a day.
Once a day is a lot, people, okay?
That is a very reasonable answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that way you two are very compatible.
Oh, Corey. Oh no, Corey doesn't like it.
You can see it on her face, like, immediately.
It makes me wonder if throupling is the right choice for her.
I know.
Because she seems jealous every time.
Something comes up.
Actually, interesting because physical touch is a part of both of our love.
Was Mia like, I don't care? Not interested? That's like somebody closer to like an ace spectrum thing that's like, that still wants to be in like a throuple. You could absolutely talk about that. You could absolutely want to be in a throuple.
That actually, I've heard of that working out really well for people where they don't have that level of jealousy and they're like, I want my partner to be able to experience more sexual intimacy, but I don't want to be the one providing it.
If y'all are boning more, but we're all like partners and we love each other, then like who cares? Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Kiss Lauren.
Mia's like, no.
Oh my gosh, Mia is a little bit more conservative than what we're used to.
But also he was like telling her what to do, which I think was one of the more uncomfortable parts.
It's weird because Mia gives off like very flirty, very sexual vibes.
Uh-huh.
And then her actuality is different.
Yeah.
So you've never seen this, right? With us? This is new.
Yeah.
This is new.
Y'all are getting closer
I like
to
what I'm seeing.
And over here, we've got buyer's remorse from Lauren and Dylan. They're just going to go through options.
Well, because they didn't like Becca. I don't see them going back to Becca. Becca doesn't like them.
Becca would not come back
I
to
don't
them.
see her going back to them.
Mia's getting turned off already.
Mia doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And kind of maybe for some of the same reasons that Becca didn't like it, which is that Dylan feels very like, oh, 2 girls, you know?
Yeah, right.
Which is like off-putting.
Make out with her. That's what he is like,
it's
bro.
It's off-putting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. He's like the kind of guy that's like, lesbians, yeah. And it's like, lesbians don't want you involved.
It feels really nice to just, it feels really comfortable.
Is she dressing like them now? Was that Wilder's t-shirt?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, so you guys, the sneakers are just like at another level.
She's jealous.
She's really jealous, yeah.
I would also feel like that. I would not like it. And it doesn't, like, I think you can, because I theoretically feel like it's all fine, but I wouldn't be able to, like, actually be in that kind of a relationship. I just couldn't do it.
Hurt my feelings that you weren't picking up my signals.
Should she just communicate that a little sooner rather than expecting him to know exactly what's going on at all times? I don't know. I understand that, like there's a, I want to give, like, understanding that a 3-way could be really complicated. But I also want to, like, mind reading. You know, it approaches mind reading to me a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe the signals were more clear and he should have picked up. I don't know.
I don't know. It's so complicated.
Yeah.
So the understanding of the group is that my boundaries are really the ones to be paying attention to.
That's a good identification.
Yes.
And you honestly don't know those things sometimes until you're getting into it. And they were getting into it, and then they saw that her, like, they were all being very physical for a little bit there, and then she kind of closed up a bit.
And that's how you always should, like, default to the person that, like, you know, has the tightest boundaries.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
These people, they're exercise people.
The
I don't
exercise
understand
people.
it.
Oh, man. Like, y'all exercise, but
I'll
like...
only do a squat if I have to, you know?
All
Whoa, dude!
So they're taking it slow on the physical. Taking it slow on the physical. They're not. I could just show the whole scene with a giant sensor block on the whole thing.
Right, because that's all you can do, because wow. They're showing a lot. The show shows a lot. This is not for children. It's not a family-friendly
It's all
program.
under sheets, okay? But, like, yeah, it's a lot.
You can tell, though.
No. No hard and fast rules, but hard and fast other things.
Yeah, okay, all right.
The day was really good. It was really fun.
Look at her all Corey Wildered out.
I know. I don't feel like those are her clothes, right?
Maybe I'm not as deep as... I'm not there like the way you guys have shown me.
I wonder if what Jonathan is saying is he's kind of here for a hookup.
I still want to be here. I still want to explore this.
That's interesting. I mean, I hear what he's saying.
Yeah, it's like a pacing problem. It is.
Yeah. And, you know, they're almost like U-hauling. Like
yes.
Ashmal and Ramon was like, I don't want this. And he's like, no, wait, I would like you to be a partner. You know what I mean?
Right.
And which is the point of the throuple, but...
Hold back and continue to meet other people. But that might be something that we need to do.
That sucks.
It does. He he could only see his own wall. And then when it was down, he thought, oh, it's down. So now it's all good. And he didn't realize that another person also had that.
So I'm drinking milk. How you think Adam and Eve got kicked out of that garden, huh?
They got knowledge and then they fucking got out.
Listen, if there's a good apple, I'm going to show it to you. You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, you seen this?
Hell yeah.
Did you just go to...
I don't know. I high-five you too often. Yeah, probably. I don't in real life. It's just like while we're doing this, I'm like, yeah!
Denise is definitely like the best fit of all of the singles that we have met.
Well, that's even after that like little bit of a hiccup, you call it, I guess.
I like that about Corey, that like she's willing to say, I'm uncomfortable, but it's not like it's Denise's fault that she's uncomfortable.
She's centering her own discomfort in herself.
Yeah. And then, like, unrealistic expectation or not, when she said to Wilder, like, I wanted you to anticipate that, like, my needs a little better. Like, she wasn't mad at him.
Yeah, she was like, I'd prefer that you knew what was going on.
Right.
My relationship with Lauren and Dylan is going so well.
Is it, though? Is it going that well?
She's gonna get swapped out.
Yeah, I think she is gonna get swapped out. I think they want someone more sexual, frankly.
How are you feeling about the switch so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I want to get to know some of the singles we haven't gotten to know.
Yeah.
Like Chris, who is he?
Yeah.
You know?
The most comforting is to go into something.
They need to give me name tags more frequently.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't have this down.
I'm going to be always stepping up for you guys. Like,
she looks so similar to Lauren. Like, I just can't get over it.
Even like the chin shape.
Yes.
You know? And like the face, the hair.
Look at her arms.
Oh, God. And they're like, you work out.
For real, though, I mean, in that way, her lifestyle must be very similar.
Yeah.
Because you don't look like that without putting in a lot of effort to look like that.
Dig deeper into those connections that you have, because remember, there's always another stay or swap ceremony.
That's so stressful. Like, you could always get swapped out.
Please join me in welcoming our newest couple.
Oh, there's a new couple! There's a new couple!
I wish that they had made it out of the old singles, because a couple of them seemed like they wanted to throuple up. But it's not a throupling. Well, you know, it would be interesting, though, to see two couples trying to bring in a third versus an organic throupling just occurring.
I feel like that, an organic throuple in the wild, I feel like does not happen.
A wild throuple? Is this how throuples happen? A couple takes a third?
I feel like, yeah.
I would like to see an organic throuple occur.
It's hard enough to couple. You're gonna throuple?
Maximo and Ash.
Maximo and Ash. Because, like, who would they pick? And are they allowed to pick somebody potentially from who's already coupled? Already throupled, I should say?
I wouldn't think so.
You'll be making a very important choice with one of them.
I think them already being non-monogamous is probably going to help them a lot in this.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Junior.
Is it going to be hard for them to pick a third, do you think? Because he's mostly into men and she's mostly into women.
But they're also into each other.
Yeah, outside of their coupling.
But then, like, each one of them might want to pick a different person.
Right.
Second of all, chest. Muscles. Okay.
He looks like he could carry both of them.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
one on each arm.
Okay, well, that's good. Becca. Gorgeous got it.
Becca's actually a lot more chill than I would have thought. You know what I mean? Like when she says that, I'm like, yeah, I get that. Versus like Lauren and Dylan being like really overly intense.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He's a catch. Why hasn't he been explored? You know what I mean?
Why is Jonathan trying to push Frank on them?
Why is he trying to sabotage his own
weird.
throupling?
I don't get it. Except if maybe it's just too much too soon and
it might
he's
be
not
too
into
intense
it.
for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Here we go.
What are they doing up there?
The resort's most luxurious suite that up until now has been kept a secret.
What?
Are they in charge now? HBIC?
Right. Head throuple in charge.
Yeah.
You know?
HTIC.
Decision time. Of all of our singles here tonight.
All of them. This is what I'm saying. They can pick anyone. And then that person can say yes or no.
We're gonna have to fight for our man.
Yeah, they can pick anybody.
Oh, that's intense.
That is intense.
I suspect they're ended up going with an unmatched person, though. So I gotta say, that last reveal, I find frustrating.
What reveal?
That last, like, you can steal, basically, a person from another throuple.
But they're not stealing. You could say, like, they could say, we want to pair up with Denise. And then I'm sure they're going to say, Denise, do you want to do that?
That's true, because it gives them...
And then Denise would say, nah, I'm good with Corey and Wilder.
I hear you.
Right.
But there's an element there where why couldn't they just have it go back to the normal thing? Because then that's where, like, do you want to say, yeah, I want to keep you? Like, that kind of thing is normal. Them having the power position in the top, and they get I get that everybody consents. Yeah. I get that. But there's going to be potential bad blood and, like, stuff being put into this household that doesn't need to be there by there being a person that can just be like, I want your partner. Let's try them out. And then maybe it wasn't in their head before, and then they're like, oh, okay, maybe I will. And then it just gets, like, unnecessarily complicated and messy. That's my thought.
I feel like it puts a little bit more power in the singles because they are still single. Like, they're not actually in that. Like, they're thrupled for the time being. But then you see with, like, Ramon and Ashmal, they're talking about dropping Jonathan.
Okay, I hear you, but I think if you're going to put power in the hands of the individuals, then they should actually have the individuals making choices like that. You're still saying this couple has the power play to say you, instead of the individual being up there being like, what couple do I want? You know what I mean? So if you're going to be putting power in the hands of the individuals, then actually do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that'd be tough, though, because, like, if they brought in new singles and had them do that, you couldn't just bring in, like, one single, because then they could easily be like, I want to be in this one. And the people would be like, nah. I want to be in that one. Yeah. Nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I don't like it. But I also hear what you're saying.
So do you wish they had not brought in the new couple at all? Or do you wish that they brought them in and then done another ceremony like they normally do?
They could have just done a regular, they could have done a meet and greet. And then they could have just done a regular ceremony and had them unthrottled
versus like them up on the balcony.
I'm above you. There's a lot of power position stuff being done in here that I think is at least intended to cause controversy or tension.
Or like somebody to feel like they're more powerful than somebody else.
It's gamified. Like that. You know, it's not. It's like you're the important couple now. You know, it's like kind of
I kind of like that they brought in
a new
couple. And I wish that they would actually bring in maybe even another new couple now that I know pretty much everyone's name. And I wish they'd bring in new singles, because I feel like some of the singles that they have are not getting chosen over and over and over again, and they're not going to.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't think anyone's going to choose Chris that's currently there right now.
Yeah, it doesn't
maybe
seem like
the new couple they brought in.
That sucks to be Chris going around being like, you know.
Right.
Staying in the hotel again.
Or like the guy that was standing next to Frank, whose name I don't even remember.
Junior.
Like Junior. No one's been talking about him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of frustrating because they go to all these mixers. We don't get to see hardly any of them on TV because they're not focusing on them at all. And they really just don't have a couple that they would ever match with. But yet they're still continuing to go to all these mixers and stuff. And that part is kind of frustrating.
What you think?
What think you
episode?
I really don't see Ramon and Ashmal being like, they didn't fight at all this episode.
I know. They were fine. They were fine today for me.
They were fine.
I get Jonathan's like apprehensiveness given the intensity, like the up, the down, and then the up. And I also get Ramon and why he's feeling that way, because he was like kind of resistant to it, but he really did like him, and then he saw this possibility that he found really enticing. You know, like this could be like the three of us. And there's one thing to be on a dating show, and there's another thing to like move across the country to be part of a throuple that you didn't really know about beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of intensity that I could understand Jonathan not being ready for.
I think for Corey and Wilder, if they were like less in touch with like their feelings and able to talk about it, like each of them, I feel like it would be an absolute recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah.
And instead, I feel like they're able to express themselves like very coherently and talk about, like, Corey is able to say what she's upset about. Wilder seems very understanding of those things.
He's chill enough that he steps back and listens. He listens really well. I've seen.
It's really their communication. Yeah. I feel like they have they have to have been to therapy, right? Like they talk to each other or maybe they just had families that brought them up and they know how to talk about their feelings.
So what do you think? Please like and subscribe.
Please
if
like.
You enjoyed. Please like. Please like. Hopefully this one won't get taken down.
Yeah, but we'll repost it if it does get taken down. Sorry about that last time, by the way.
We'll do a better job. And then
we'll see you for the next episode. Goodbye.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Here.
With us. In our home.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
All those tearjerkers.
Hey, we're going to go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.
No.
Right, do one more.
No.
Do one more.
No.
Do one more.
No.
Do one more, please.
No.
Please.
Why?
Please.
You're using a snapping one, and that's, you know what?
No,